I'll go into the screen sharing mode in this Zoom. Sonu, can you allow me to share the screen?
Yes. Mr. Shandar, can you make a co-host to Arnabji so that he can?
I think it will send the request to me.
So
okay, now you can share the screen.
Right. Fine. So I think the screen is visible.
Yeah, it's visible. Absolutely
Great.
Perfect.
So well, I will talk about Google Classroom, and there are I have two resources for this, which I will upload in the Google Classroom that we'll create. But I'll mostly take the whole session by doing practicals. So I'll show how to use it in front of all of you, and I'll show you in terms of how a teacher can use it and how a student will see it. So all you need is basically a Google account. So for me, I'll use this arnab@jnu.ac.in account as a teacher account. And I have another Gmail account, which is given below, and that I will use as a student account. And so before proceeding further, I should tell that Google Classroom is available in the Google Apps for Education domain. And this is, I mean, with the current improvement, this is becoming a standalone learning management system, or LMS, we call it. And I'll show you that what are the features that we can really have. So here is what browser. So there are a couple of options that you can see here. Is that one, you can go to this google.com and you can have a Gmail. So you can see that I am already logged in, which is evident from this symbol A looking at here, right at the extreme right corner. And so if you see this checkers button, you can click this. You will find downwards, you scroll this and you will see the classroom here, right? So you can click this and you will straightforward go to that Google Classroom. Another option is that you, so for example, I'm going to this Google Classroom by clicking this, click this, and you go to the Google Classroom. Right. So alternatively, another option is directly you use this classroom.google.com on your browser, and you will immediately go to the Google Classroom. Now here I have already, I use this account to teach in my classes. So I'll show you how to do this. So here you can see at the extreme right corner, you have a plus button. If you click it, you will have two options. One is join class and one is create class. So obviously the join class is for the students. They would like to join a class given the credentials they have. And this create class is something that a teacher uses with which you can create a new class. So let's say I click this create class. So here are the options that come. So this class name, I can let's say we have a this let's say online learning session, and section this particular thing you may not be given, or you can typically this is helpful for the school teachers where they can have let's say 10A, 10B, 10C, so section, so you can leave it blank. Subject you can use, let's say I use it for all arts and science, right? Or yeah, something like this. Room is not really needed, you can leave it blank, or you can give something arbitrary, or if you have a specific room number where you usually used to take classes, you can put it that like that, and then you just click create. So it will take a while and it will create a Google class for you. Right, it's almost done. Right, so now you can see that we have created a Google Classroom. and the name of the classroom is online learning session. You can obviously change it as per your wishes. Now, there are several options here. First, I'll show you here at this corner, you have a select theme. So you can use this select theme option to give an appropriate kind of picture for this Google Classroom. If it is online, let's say, so I would like to use this computer picture. So I just click it and then I just do this select class theme, and it immediately changes the background of this Google Classroom, as you can see. Now, before proceeding further, I would tell you that definitely I use this for, I create this for my students. So I want the students to join. And again, to join this class for a student, there are two options. One I'll show a bit later. And the second option is that you can see here, it's written class code. If you click this square button here, it will display you in a large, right? So I can use this to join this classroom. Let's say now I'm going to another platform and I will use the Google, use the student account to join this class. So here I'm going to another platform, and I am trying to join so I am using this account as a student account. Well, so I have logged in into it, right? So now I can use this. So as you can see, this Google has been connected with this account. And again, I can go to this checkers board, and then I can scroll down to find this Google Classroom here. So I click that Google Classroom to join. And I came here. So it welcomes me with this. So, okay, I would like to join a classroom. Then what I need to do, again, this plus sign, and it asks whether I need to join or create, as because I'm a student with this account. So I'll join this class. Now to join, it will ask a class code, which I have here, right? You can see this IHTQQ74. So I can use this IHTQQ74 here to join. It asks your teacher for the class code that I have already given, and see, as a student, I have joined this class. As soon as I have joined this class, if I now go to my original Google Classroom, being a teacher, you can identify this with this A symbol, that this is the teacher account. And if I go this people, I will find that there is one student. So here you can see you have teachers and you have students. So this here I have only one student so far. Obviously you can add more students. So what are the possibilities to add more students? You click this invite students. So if you know the email account of those students, you type those email account and you click this invite, and that invitation will go to the student, and the student will be able to join. So this is another option that I said earlier. So there are two options to join for the students. One is to use the Google Classroom code, and the second option is this. Okay, now you can also add a PI or course instructor along with you, and the same procedure you have to follow, that you have to type the email account of another teacher whom you would like to join in the class, right? So let's say he will take part of these courses, so he or she can be joined here using the same profile. So this is all about people, where you can manage the number of teachers and the number of students whom you would like to invite and all. So apart from this, what you have is, you need to see here, you have 4 buttons. One is this stream, classwork, people, and grades. People we have already discussed. So rest are 3: stream, classwork, grades. And the 4th one is very important, is this symbol, which is the setting of this Google Classroom. So I'll start with this stream. So the stream is basically to communicate with your class, which you can see here, right? Communicate with your class here. So how would you communicate? So let's try to use this. Okay, here you can see that it says share something with your class. So one option is that you can share something new, and another, there is an option here that reuse post. If you click this reuse post, it immediately asks you, okay, so these are the different classrooms that I have already used for quite a long time. So you can some post from this classroom and you can use that as a repost, right? So that you can use. Otherwise, you just type it and you can do this share with your class. So let's say I would like to welcome them all. So hi all, welcome to the Google Classroom. And you can add options. There are add options, so you can use these add options, and immediately you can see you have Google Drive, link, file, and YouTube. So one by one, if you click Google Drive, it immediately connects with your personal Google Drive, right? Where you can upload things that you have already already present there, or you can use, so these are the recent items that I have used. You can use this upload, where you select this file from your device, and I can upload something from my computer. So if I do this, it will immediately ask from where you would like to take these things, or these are the options that you can take. Then you have Google Drive, which is connected with your Gmail account, from which you can upload something. You can also upload the shared documents if you have any connected with your Gmail account, or if you can upload something that are starred, that you marked starred, and is connected with your Gmail account. So this is Google Drive. Another option is link. Let's say I would like to tell them, okay, you start with this initial web resources, and I can type some web resources here, like something xxx and .com and whatever, and you can add this link to that, right? So this is one option. The third option is that you can use this file option. Again, you will directly will be asked to that you can connect from your with your computer, and you can upload something from your computer if you would like to. The fourth option is YouTube option. If you want them to initially, if you would like to post as some video or something, you can upload it here. You can even if you know the URL, you can use the URL of the YouTube account, and it immediately connects that YouTube video. Or if you would like to search something, let's say online, or maybe Google Classroom, right? And you just do a search. So you will see that these are the options that you get. Let's say I would like them to join with this video, or let's say this video, right? So I can connect this video and I can add this, right? So then this will be added whenever I will post this. Now here you can see this option post, and this cancel. Cancel is obviously if you don't want to post it. Now you can post it immediately, or you can use this right button here. You can click it and you can post it immediately, or you can schedule it to be posted in a time that you want. So let's say I would like to post it on 21st, or for the time being, let's say 20th, and you can change the time as well, right? So if you would like to do this, it will be posted in future on wherever you want it. Otherwise, I would like to post it right now, so I will just click post. So and immediately it posts this thing. Now I'm switching to the student account, and I'll show you how a student will see it, right? So I'm going to the student account and I'm refreshing it. So with the refreshed account, now you can see that I got from my teacher that he has posted something is, hi, welcome to the Google Classroom. I can click this and it will lead to me to the corresponding Google Classroom YouTube video, right? So this is one option. And if I like this, so I can really leave a comment here. So I can write, let's say, thank you, sir. This is informative. And I can post it. So you can see my post here. If I see it from teacher's account, so this is my teacher's account. I got that a student has written this thing. Even I can communicate with the student here, right? So these are the options. I can also delete this post from the student. I can mute the student that I really don't want any communication from you. So this is what Stream helps you to do. Right. Next, I will move to the this classwork. So before I start with this classwork, I'll show you that this setting option is there, which you can open, and here you can, if you think, you can change again the name of this class if you would like to. Class description you can write, section I left it blank, you can change it. So these are the general features that you can change. So for example, this was the Google class code that a student has used previously to join this class. You can change it, right? You can reset this code, and you will get a new code with which a student can join. Now you can allow that this stream option, if you remember the first option that we had, right? This first option, this is the stream option. So you can change this stream option, that I can allow a students can only comment. I can allow that only teachers can post and comment, and students will not be allowed, right? So these are the two options that we can have here. So I will, let's say, I will allow a student can post and comment both, right? So you can also allow that the student can only comment and cannot and is not allowed to post anything. So let's say I have allowed the both. Then you can use this class work on the stream. So this is show condensed notification, or how the notification will come, show attachments and details and all this. So this will be I'm keeping this show condensed notification. Deleted items, these students cannot view anytime. If I delete something, only the teachers who are assigned, who are connected in this Google Classroom, they can view that I have deleted some items or not. Okay, this option, they have recently connected this Google Meet, and with this, this Google Classroom has become like a standalone LMS, learning management system. Because if you really like, you can post everything here. I'll show all the features of Google Classroom, but you can also take the online classes using this Google Meet. So for this, what you need to do, you need to generate this Google Meet link, which you got it here, and then you click it, you will copy it this, and you can send it to the, let's say I would like to post that, okay, let's say save it for the time being, and I'm going to the stream to post it for the students that, okay, I will take class, I'll take online class using Google Meet, follow the link, and I'm giving this link here, right? So I can post it here. So once if they click it, they'll be asked to join with this Google Classroom. So again, going back to the settings. So this Google Classroom has recently used this Google Meet options and connected this. You can use this, or the third one is very, very important, which is the grading option, right? So you can give assignments, you can give questions, you can give quizzes using Google Classroom, and you can evaluate the performance of a student. And you can also let the student know whether the student wants to know their grade or not. So for example, what type of overall grade calculation suits you? So there are two options. One is obviously no overall grade. You don't want to grade anyone. There are other two options, which is total point basis grade or a weighted by category. It depending on which one suits you the best, you can click it in that way. So let's say I want a total points system. And do you want the students to see whether what grades they have received, right? If you want, then you have to switch on this option. So show overall grade to the students. Now this option, grade categories, this depends on how you would like to grade them. So if you click it, add grade categories, then this will ask you which category of grade you are saying. So let's say I'm saying, okay, each of my assignment will carry 10 marks each, right? So this is all about assignments. And then I will say each of my quiz will carry 15 marks each. And then I want the students to prepare a presentation. So I will say, okay, the presentation will carry 30 marks, right? So, and let's say I want a report submission from them, which I will say around 45. So 30, 10, 40, 55, and 45. So total 100 marks I have given here. So it's not necessary that you make it a complete 100. You can make whatever you want. So this is what I have. So with this settings, I am saving the setting. It's saved. Now you have defined whatever grading system you really like to, and you are almost done with your online Google Classroom setup initial. Now you move to the classwork where you would like to post assignments and all, right? So here you can see that this option create. So what you can do here, you can create assignments and questions. Second option is that use topics to organize classworks into modules or units. And third, order of work the way you want the students to see it. So let's say I create. So these are the options. You can create assignment. You can create quiz assignment. You can create questions. You can post some material. You can reuse a post from your existing Google Classrooms. And these are the topics. So let's say I would like, obviously it's always beneficial that if you divide your class into several topics. So let's say I would like to add topics. So first topics, let's say the way this this online webinar is going on. So just to see what are the right. So first is introduction to workshop. That is what was written in this introduction to online classes. So this is one topic that I would like to cover, let's say. The second topic, again, I can use that. Okay, another topic is that, let's say, what Shanda spoke today is about choice of online platform. So that was the second topic. I would like to create a couple of more. Third one, Sonu has used, which is using Zoom and Google Meet. So this is the third topic. And the fourth one is what we are currently doing is Google Classroom. So these are the four topics that I would like to cover in these whole courses, right? Let's say. So now you can definitely see that Google Classroom is on the top, right? But you really do not want, right? Google Classroom, this session has started from 12 o'clock, but initially the introduction to online classes was there. So you really want the students to see this on the top. So what you can do is you can select this three dots here, and it will tell you that you can move them up. So you can move up, this came here. You can move further up, it will come here. You can move further up, it will be here on the top, right? The second one should be the choice of online platform. So another option that you so you want this to be the second topic. So you can, instead of this click and move up, you can directly take a select it, and you can move it second. So choice of online platform, and then I want this using Zoom and Google Meet, the third topic, and the fourth topic is Google Classroom. Right. So these are the four topics that we have here. Right. So now I can submit, I can provide different assignments and quizzes in these topics, right? So for example, I would like to create, and I would like to provide a material, right? So this material I clicked. So it asks what sort of material. So I'm giving that, okay, this is Google Classroom tutorial, right? So description, I am saying that, okay, this is a PDF copy. And then it asks whether you would like to add or you create something. I would like to say, okay, if you would like to create, it will ask how you will do that. And then I really wanted to add something from my computer. So I go to this file option. So it immediately come here. I can drag some file here, or I can select files from my device. So I am trying to select it. Let's say this is JNU, the presentation, and this is JNU Wetom, and this is the PDF that I want to this user guide. This one I would like to upload. So this has uploaded, and I'll just say this upload. So uploading is going on. Immediately it uploads, and it has posted here, right? So you would like to post it, you will say, Acha. Here you have options that for which class you would like to post it. If you click it, these are all the classes that I already have, right? If you want that this should be posted only for this class, then it's fine. Otherwise, if you would like to post it for different other class, you can select them, check them, right? For the time being, I really don't want to post it for other classes, so I would like to post it for these classes. Okay, fine. The second option is that, do you want all students to connect, or you want this a particular students to connect, or you want a group of students, right? So you, as because I have only one student, so here is this student, click. If you had, let's say 40 students, all the name of the 40 students will be listed here. So it doesn't matter, I would like to give this for all the students. And the topic, so if you, let's say if you post it right now, what will happen, I'll tell you. If you post it, so this is the posting going on. So if you post this material, so this PDF file, it's slightly bigger. Right, so it's done. Now you can see here you have this Google Classroom tutorial, right? But that doesn't make any sense, because you really do not know from which topic this material belongs, right? So you really want it to from this one of these topics. So what you can do, you can edit this, right? So whenever posting, before posting, you can really select which from within which topic you would like to post this material. So for example, I would like to post in Google Classroom topic. So if I click this Google Classroom and then I save, then you see that this is not shown here. Instead, it is showing under this option Google Classroom, right? So then if you click this, you can really have the PDF copy, which you can open this, you can view the material, right? So from a student points of view, I would like to see this. So if you refresh this page, what you will see. Right. So this is your this is the page for the student, and the student will see, okay, that your teacher has posted a new material called Google Classroom tutorial, right? So if the student goes to this classwork, you will see that Google Classroom is there, and under which you will see this material. Now this is interesting, and you should remember that in teacher's account you had created 4 topics: introduction to online classes, choice of online platform, and using Zoom and Google Meet. But a student will not see these topics unless and until you upload any material or assignment under that topic, right? So this is a Google student account, and the student can see only this Google Classroom as a topic. So we can do many more things. For example, we can create an assignment, right? So for example, I'm trying to create an assignment. This is title, I'm giving assignment 1. So assignment 1, you can do some sort of instruction. You can say do it carefully, right? If you would like to add something, you can add, or here you can create files or add something, right? For example, let's say I want a new doc file. So I'm preparing this assignment here. So this is assignment 1, and I'm posting a question here that create or write a paragraph about COVID-19 situation in India, right? I would like to save it. So let's say I save it in this presentation where I am using this JNU Wetom, this one. So this is assignment 1. I would like to save it. Okay, fine. So now I'm going back to the Google Classroom, and I would like to add this from my computer. So immediately I can add it. So this assignment 1, choose. So it asks for uploading, as because it's a small file, this upload is very, very fast. So the students can view, or you can change, the students can edit the file, make a copy for each student. You can create individual assignment for each of the student, but I want for the time being that this assignment applicable for all students. So I would like to I don't want them to edit this file, so I want the students can only view this. And then again, you can select the classes for which you would like to post it. Again, for this, I want it to be for this class only, not for the other Google classes. You can select the students for which you would like to post this. Now, grading category, right? If you click, then if you remember, we in the setting, we have created 4 grading assignments. Four grading criteria. One is assignment, one is quiz, presentation, report, these things. So definitely this is assignment. So I would like to create this assignment, right? Immediately see the points has become 10. So that means this assignment will be graded within out of marks 10. You can set the due date. So if you don't set any due date, the student will be allowed to submit any time of their choices. But if you would like to set a due date, let's say I want it to be submitted by April 22nd, right? The time is optional. If you would like to give a time, you can click it. Okay, I want it to be submitted by 11:59 p.m. and not later than that. So that is fine. I have set this time and the date. And this is under which topic? So this I know this is under Google Classroom. So I selected this Google Classroom topic. And this is a fantastic option that I will show you in the next thing, this rubric. Okay, so I would like to assign this assignment for the students. I assigned it. So immediately you can see under Google Classroom, you have this assignment 1. Now, if you go to students perspective, what will happen? So student will see, the student will see assignment 1 has come here, right? So this is a student account. This S you can see assignment 1. If you click this, so this assignment 1.docs, you click this and it shows so this assignment I want to go, and this is the assignment that I want to view. So I can see the assignment that the student is asking is say, the student can see that write a paragraph about COVID-19 situation in India, right? Okay, I said fine. So I have to submit this assignment. So being a student, let's say I type something that COVID-19 is a pandemic declared by WHO presently. India is going through a tough phase. So if you see, I have purposefully made this declared a wrong spelling, right? Anyway, being a student, let's say I do not know the right spelling, so I just save this in a student computer. So this is obviously answer of assignment 1. And as a student, I would like to upload this assignment for this class. So I have this assignment, and what I can do, this is your work, right? So a student will say, this is my work. So I add or create, right? So I would like to add from a file from my computer, and the student will upload this answer. Presentation, Wetom1, and this is my answer to assignment 1. So as a student, I am uploading this. So I have uploaded it, and then I have to turn in to make it visible for my teacher. So as soon as I turn it on, so it says it's turning in, and now I'm shifting to teacher's account. So this is my teacher's account. So I can go to the classwork. I can see this is assignment 1. I can see what is assignment 1. If you can see, this is assignment 1, and you can see 1 has turned in and 0 assigned. So that means, so let's say you had 10 students and 5 students have answered your assignment. So 5 will be turned in and 5 will be assigned more, but they haven't replied or they haven't submitted their assignment answer so far. That's because I have here only 1 student. So out of 1 student, the student has submitted the assignment. So 0 is assigned, 0 more students are assigned. So if I click this assignment, I can see the answer, right? So I'll come to this and I can really grade it for the student. So I'll come to this at a later stage. But before that, I would really like to show you that what are the options that I can more create for the students as a as assignment or material. So I have already shown this material, assignment, these two are done. I can create some question for them. Also, I can use reuse a post that I have already made in my previous Google Classrooms. So for the time being, they are not relevant for this thing. So I'm not using this option. So I'm using, let's say, a question. So I can create a question directly here. So let's say a question is, you can write, okay, submit research proposal on COVID-19 relevant for India. This can be short answer type, can be multiple choice type. I want it for short answer type. And if you would like to add further documents with it, you would like to add something else, you can add this. Otherwise, I really don't want to add anything here. So I'll just take this for this classroom for all the students. Category, I know this is what kind of category you would like to evaluate. So this I want really a kind of report or presentation, right? This is not a presentation, this is a report. So I want it to be evaluated in terms of report. And immediately it says, okay, the total number of points that it will be evaluated is out of 45. Due date, I am setting it by the end of this weekend, so 26th, right? So 1 week time is given and 11:59. So topic, and we know the topic is Google Classroom we are talking about. So I selected this topic, Google Classroom. So students can reply to each other and students can edit answer. So I'm not clear, I'm not giving the options to edit the answer once they submit, right? So I want them to just reply to each other. And then I would like to ask this question. So ask. Right. So if you now go to this Google Classroom, you can see that there is a question that you can see, submit a research proposal on COVID-19 and all, right? So definitely you can do this. The student can answer this even if you go to the student's account. Now, if you try to see, you will see that a new question has been submitted. Submit a research proposal on COVID-19. I'm shifting again to Google Classroom for the teacher. The last option that you can have here to submit is that you can create a quiz assessment for a classroom, right? This is really helpful because you can create this quiz assignment for the students, and you can ask them to be do it online. And I noticed that a person was asking whether I can take online test for the students or not. So this, you can use this kind of platform for online quizzes. So what you can do is, I can title, let's say this is quiz 1, right? I can create this quiz. So there are different forms that I can have, right? So or you can again add something. If you don't want, you would like to really post this as a quiz which will be evaluated out of 15. Due date you set is by today. Time is, let's say you want it to be done in next half an hour, so you can do it 1:30 p.m. right? And the topic is again within Google Classroom, right? So you can assign this. Obviously the quiz, I haven't uploaded it here, but you can upload it or you can create this quiz. Now coming back to this submit a research proposal. You can again edit these things. So if I go to the edit option, this assignment I was given, this question I asked for the students, and the students can reply to each other, students can edit answer and all this, right? So there is not much to do here, so you can really post it for the students. For this assignment 1, I promised to show you this rubric option, right? So I said that this you will the students will submit a write-up for this, and you can add how you will evaluate this question. So you can use rubric for that. What you can do, you can create your rubric, or if you have already you have already created a rubric, you can use that rubric. So let's say I would like to create a rubric for this assignment particularly. So when I do this, this is how you would like to score the student, right? So I would say I want to see the grammar of write-up. Whatever the student has written, I would like to see how grammatically correct that write-up is, right? And I would see, so criterion description, I will, let's say I will check only the tenses. I will look into this, right? So points, I can say, okay, if you score a point, you remember that you are scoring out of 10, right? So I will say, okay, if you get 3 points, so if you made a mistake more than 5, right, I will say you have failed. Okay, so that means I am saying that I will evaluate your answer based on grammar of your write-up, and I will see particularly here the tenses, right? And then I will see if you made more than 5 mistakes in tenses, then I will give you 3 points, and that will correspond to a fail. I can add more. I can say, okay, I will give you 7 points, and that will be moderate if you made less than 5 but more than 2 mistakes, right? And then I can create another that I'll say, okay, I will give you the full marks, and this is excellent category if you have no mistake. You can add more criterion, right? So for example, this one I have used only the grammar. You can use some more criterion. This is up to you, and you now save it. So from a student's point of view, if you go to this classwork, you will see, okay, in classwork, under Google Classroom topic, I have one quiz, one submit research proposal, assignment 1, and classroom tutorial. So if I see the assignment, I see that this assignment was given. I have already turned in. So now I would like to evaluate the answer of the student, right? So for that, I need to go to the classwork. And here you have this assignment 1. You have this one has given you the answer sheet already. So you go to that. So the student has submitted this. So you click that. It opens the answer of the student. So you can see the answer, and definitely you see that, okay, this you can open this in your Google Docs, right? So if you will use this in Google Docs, it will open in your Google Drive. So here you can see that this spelling is wrong, right? It should be declared. So you can really mark and you can comment here, right? You can say this spelling is wrong. So comment. So I've commented this. I share it. So it will be shared with the student and with the group. So done. I'll come back here. So now what you can do is you can, so you have already made a mark there, which the student can see. You can also add a comment. If you don't want to open that in your Google Drive, you can do this here. You can say again that wrong spelling, and you can comment it here. So this is done, and you grade. Okay, it has only one mistake, so maybe I'll give 8, right? So also, and you can see the grammar. So you can you can decide what grammatical mistakes are there. So if it is really a bad grammatical write-up, you can make the students fail. And I think this is a pretty good. Then you can create this 10 points, otherwise this 7, right? So because you have created only this this rubric for evaluation, right? So you had so although this is not a grammatical mistake, this is a spelling mistake, but you would like to give this kind of thing. And you can also make a comment for the students that please pay attention to your spelling, and you can now post it, right? So the comment will be posted for the students. Now you want that you have graded this assignment for the students. You would like it to return to the student. You return it, and it will ask return work to one student. You said, okay, yes, I would like to return, and it will, you click this to confirm, and the student, and the checked version has been returned to student. I'm shifting to the student thing. I can see in the classwork. So this is assignment 1, and it's already graded. So the rubric criteria has been seen this. So if I would like to see this, that how I have performed, somehow it's a bit slow. So this was the rubric that were assigned by my teacher that I can see here. If I go back to teacher's version, I have this assignment. So these grades I can see, that this is the class average. You have only one student, so class average is the same. I have graded one student, so overall grade is 70%. So I have graded him or her for this assignment 1. This is also I have also posted quiz 1 and submit research research proposal that I haven't graded so far. You can see that it should be graded out of 45 and it should be graded out of 15. So these are the options that you can have in Google Classroom, right? And you can use this Google Classroom to grade the students and send their grades to them. They can see whatever mistakes they have done. And that is all that you can use this Google Classroom to manage your classes and all. So I think I have done here. I'll stop here and I'll like to ask if you have any queries. I'd be happy to answer. Maybe I can't hear you, Sonu.
Sorry. Thank you very much, Arnabji. The thing was that there are various comments to you, various compliments for the informative and useful session. Yes, there are a lot of questions. I'll try to just deliver it to you. The first question goes with how to conduct quiz on Google Classroom.
Right. Maybe I'll show it once more. Share the screen. So here you have classwork, and you can create a quiz assignment. So this is quiz 2. This is blank quiz. You can open this. So these are the quiz options. So first question, who is the president of India, right? So you want this to be multiple choice or short answer, paragraph, right? You also can have a multiple choice grid if you click that. So these are the row 1, column 1, row 2, column 2. You can match those rows, right? So there are many options. So for example, you can also have this checkbox grid. So you can check these boxes from here that which one will match which one. For the timing, I would like to give this as a multiple choice. So I say the option 1 is I would like to add more options, right? So let's say something Ramlal Kovind, right? The third option I want is that Lal Ram Kovind, or the fourth option I want don't know, right? So these are the 4 options that I've created for the students. The answer key I can give, okay, that the right answer is this, right? So done. So this answer key is given. If you don't want to give the answer key, you don't give it, right? So then answer key is not, you will say that answer key is not required. You will answer on your own. And for the timing, let's say with this question, so you can add more question, right? So you can add more question. So where you can add option 2, this is option 5 or so. You can also create, here you can see that's this 3 dots. You click it here, this show that this section based answer or description that you would like to provide on this, right? And now you want more questions to ask, right? So you right to duplicate this, you duplicate this, and now you would like to ask something. What is the national bird of India? And again, then you would like to change this option. You would like to say that peacock. You would like to pigeon, crow, and duck, so on, right? So these are the two questions that I posted. You can post many more, and you can send this option. You click this send. So automatically collect respondents JNU email address, right? So you can take this to your email address, right? You would like to add another collaborator to this, right? So this will go through this. So this is blank quiz number 1 that we would like to send, and I would like to send it to the student. So I send it. Confirmation, are you sure to would like to open this from out, because this email address is not from JNU, so it will ask. So I said okay, that's fine. So now this has been posted as a blank quiz there, right? So if you go to your classwork, you will see. So the question, this question has been sent to this quiz has been sent to the student. So I hope it is clear here.
Yeah, I think Arnab,
Okay, yeah,
yeah.
there are various questions that Professor Chandar, can you wanted to say something?
Take a couple of questions, but let us be brief because our time is over for now. Some participants are requesting to leave.
Yeah. Okay, so this question is like, is there any limit to upload the audio or visual or video on this platform? Like, for example, if can we add large files of video on this platform?
Yes, you can upload large files.
What will be the limit to upload?
It is I think few around. So it depends on your Google Drive size. So what you can do is basically you can upload the stuff on your Google Drive, and you can connect it via there. So whatever you have uploaded in your Google Drive, Google Drive can really host a very big files, right? A few GBs even, and you can connect it to your Google Classroom so that students can access from there.
I think the basic limit is, I think, 15 GB, and if you have like larger files, then it may be better to upload through YouTube and then give the link.
Right.
That will save the space.
So, Arnab, since we have a Google G Suite, so within JNU there is no limit on the Google Drive how much data you put on your drive.
Right.
Yes.
But for general Gmail users, there is a limit of total drive size that you can utilize.
Right.
On which it becomes a paid account.
Right.
Okay.
So if there are no more questions, I'll just take a couple of minutes.
There is one comment from Dr. Gaurav Kumar that says writing comment for every mistake is going to take long time for giving feedback to each student. Would you like to say something?
No, if you have to evaluate each and every assignment of the students, right? If you are taking a normal regular classes, then also you have to evaluate, and that takes quite a long time. So you have to answer that. You have to take that pen, I would say.
Okay. Mohammad Zia ul Haq is asking, is the password enough to participate in the Google Classroom, or do teacher has the option to allow or disallow anyone who has password?
If you are giving the class code, that would be enough to connect with the classroom for a student.
Okay. Then Priyanka Kajla says, sir, please tell if teacher want to assess question by question in quiz section, not as assignment quiz. Is it possible?
I didn't get. What does that mean?
I think, yeah, the question was not much clear, but I think it's something, the question like, can we check question by question in quiz session?
So you mean you are giving one question at a time?
What I think we understood, like, I think, yeah, it is checking question by question, I think, and then the total will be given at the end.
Yeah, so you can create that is not within this class thing, but there is an option to create quiz. Quiz format is there available in your Google Drive. You can create in each page you can have only one question. So you can create multiple pages. So the students will be allowed to go to the next page only if or she answers the first question in the first page.
No, I think the
Al-
question, can we have a question-wise analytics? So, for instance, how many people answered this question correctly and all? I think yes.
Yes, you can have that. You can have that.
Yes. And then Alka Malik asked, sir, in the quiz section, is the quiz to be prepared using Google form for MCQ type question, or is that the only option?
That is a very interactive option. You can scroll down and can see what are the options available. Obviously, the students can interact with the interface. But if you really want it to be static, you can create on your own as a doc file and you can upload it on the system.
Then the participants Indivar Kamthikar says, can downloading of lecture videos uploaded on Google Classroom or Google Meet be prevented or controlled by the host? Is there any option of having them only available live?
So the students, the students can definitely download those things. But other than the students, no one can download that. And right, and once the class is over, you can make sure that no one can use your this material further, even the students. So I'll show that once the question answer session is over. It will take a couple of minutes more.
So
And then
there's one more question, I think, repeated again. So
yeah,
this is about, can we integrate Meet in Google Meet in such a way that we can see that it is really the student who is writing the quiz? So it is, I think it's a little complicated, but Arnab can explain it more.
Google Meet to see, well, you really cannot see that.
Can we use Google Meet for invigilation?
I would say no. Because no, the student can switch off his or her camera and you really do not know whether he or she is cheating or not. So definitely you have to rely on the moral of the student.
Yeah, so you can use something, but I think it is too complicated to try this.
and one question is it safer to use Google Classroom with personal Gmail ID?
Yes, it is safe, and Google is paying a lot of attention on its privacy and security issues. So it is really quite safe.
So there are a lot of compliments to you for the informative presentation and wonderful session.
Yeah, so there's one more request from Dr. Sandesha. She wants to clap. I mean, if we are finished with these questions, she wants everybody to be unmuted so she can clap together with
but before that, I would just like to show a couple of, I'll take a couple of minutes. I'll show one more thing. Right. So once you are done with your Google Classroom, so this was your Google Classroom, and let's say the semester is over. So what you can do is you have these three options, right? These three lines. You can click this. You can see what are the classes, right? You go to the classes. You can see these are the classes, right? Now here you really want this, okay, that I have taught it this semester, but I really don't want it to teach this subject in coming semesters. So I would like to archive this, right? But before archiving, what another option is that I would like to copy this. What do you mean by copy this? That means I would, if I do this thing, I will copy the whole lectures, whole material of the Google Classroom except the students. So you can copy this, you create a copy of the online session, you can have everything and you do it copy. So it will copy all the material that you have provided in this session, that will remain in your Google Drive, but that without the students information. but I really don't want to teach it for coming few semesters. So I would like to do it archive, right? So archive means you cannot really modify or delete any of the posts that you have made already to this Google Classroom. So if I do archive, you click this archive, it is archiving, and now see you do not have any active Google Classroom in this. Where you will find it, you please click these three options. At the below, you will see these archive classes, under which if you click it, you will see this is your archive classes. So unless and until if you click here, so here you can restore. So unless and until you restore it back, you will not be able to delete or modulate or modify or edit any of your post. But I really don't want anymore, so I would like to delete it. So I'm deleting it, and this will no longer be in my system in my Google Classroom anymore. So I think I'm clear with this, so I'm stopping it here.
One last question maybe we can take from Professor Kutubuddin.
Sure.
Which apps are more user friendly in light of your experience, Dr. Arnab?
I have spoken only about Google Classroom, I guess, right? And well, Google Classroom is really very handy these days. And as I said, with the Google Meet option with it, so it's really becoming a standalone LMS system.
Okay.
So I'll let Sonu please unmute everybody so Sandesha can have a way of clapping.
So blue clap करेंगे सबको
unmuted. We can have a round of
blue
applause.
clap करेंगे एक साथ
All
बस हमने इतना है
and I inform you that we will be sending another link for tomorrow's session to your email by today evening, so that you can join with that link. If anybody has to say something, then we can just give a couple of minutes. They can raise their hands.
Yeah, Sonu, I have to say something.
Yeah.
So I wrote it in the chat box as well. So it may have not been read by everybody. So we have to maintain etiquettes of just like we attend a conference, the same way we attend this particular workshop. So in case we notice something like indecent or improper behavior on camera, we will remove from the meeting. And because there are too many participants, we cannot monitor everybody. So we request the participants also to keep monitoring. If there is any improper behavior that you see on camera, please immediately report to us. We'll remove such participants.
And one more request, like as today some of the participants entered with the numbers or with the default name of their computers or mobile phones, we request you to, while joining tomorrow, please name yourself before joining the session, so that we can identify you in the list.
Okay, that's all for today. So Sonu, you can close the day.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, dear colleagues. Thank you.